There we are. Sorry about that. There we go. So I was talking with my guest off the air, and why am I crooked? I'm kind of crooked. My thing's not centered. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I was talking with our guest off the air, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, are we on the air? Are we on? So hey, Rob Carson, welcome.
How are you? Hey, I love your theme song. I was wondering what the living Backstreet Boys were doing with their career these days. That was something else.
Somebody made that for me.
It was really actually very good. It was very
Was that
good.
nice? Was
Bye,
that
bye,
nice?
bye. There goes my background. Okay, here we go.
There
my
you
background
go.
is so weird. Whatever. I'm gonna leave this. Screw it. Who cares?
We just have a
Hi.
big TV. Hi, I have a big TV and it'll stay on for 3 hours. It'll stay on for whatever, and then it auto turns off. So.
I don't know what my problem is. It won't stay up more than 15 minutes. Hey, I'll be here all week.
So would you like to hear a fun Backstreet Boys story? Well, first, I'll tell you my fun Backstreet Boys story, but first, I want to say hello to everybody. Welcome to Mary Walter Radio, the live cast. Thank you for being here with us. This is the amazing, wonderful Rob Carson. He's crazy, but he is such a good friend. He's a really good guy. And hey, he's single, ladies. But you have to come with a Valium blow dart. That's all. Or you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to roofie his drink if you ever go out.
You know, it's weird. I met some women the other night. I was out and about. I've not dated, and I said I'd been so long since I dated. I thought that a roofie was sex on a building.
But bum. Oh wait, hold on. Hang on, I could do that.
Boom. That's Congress. There you go. Okay.
How about this?
Okay, I got a gong.
Every time you tell a bad joke, I'm gonna gong you.
Gong me. Okay, gong me.
Or I can give you this.
Hey.
So anyway, if you are joining us, I know there's a lot of people on where we're gonna, if you're on Rumble, please rumble. We love you for doing that so much. You know, I love you. So please rumble. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. Please subscribe.
I'll find you.
Thank you. I've got an enforcer, see, and he's scary. He'll just come to your house and not shut up. So that's the threat. He's just going to come to your house and talk.
I will talk you to death.
And I could go this way on this, can I? I've got a cat on my lap. So, sorry, Oliver. There, that's better. Come here, buddy. He'll come back. And so please subscribe. And please, if you watch it, or if you're watching or listening a post production after we're off, please click the thumbs up. Would it kill you? Please do. I have like 300 people watching and like 11 thumbs up. You have to click the thumbs up thing, people. It's not that hard.
Yeah, no more middle fingers up. Thumbs up.
Right. No more Jersey salutes. That's how we say I love you in New Jersey. Let's see who's here. Watching Your Back is here. Rebecca's here. RDOF Posse. Gregory is here. I guess this evening we're going to fool around and find out. Because I posted when I said I have no idea what when Rob's on, I never know how the conversation is going to go. So we're all going to find out together. Which I love. I think that's fun.
I'm gonna go Ron and go over Rumble and invite people here.
I'm sorry.
I'm going to go over to Rumble and invite people here.
You should. Thank you. Please do that.
It's just on Mary Walter Radio.
Yay! It's on Mary Walter Radio. So Ron and his cat are there checking in. Don't tell him what you said about cats, Rob.
I'm not a big fan of cats. I hated the musical Cats. Used to have farm cats. I'm allergic to cats. Never been a big fan of cats. Don't take it personally. More of a dog person.
So yeah, I gotta get the prices right, loser horn. So fun fact, you're actually not allergic to the cats, you're allergic to their saliva, and so it varies from cat to cat. So you can be allergic to one and not another.
I thought it was the dander.
It's not the dander. It's when they lick themselves. It's the saliva. So you could be allergic to one and not another.
Wow, you're making cat ownership sound great.
Look at this. Rebecca's here with us from Australia.
Hey, Rebecca.
Gregory says, I wonder if Rob's smoker was used inside his apartment or on a patio or balcony or something.
No, I have an indoor smoker. And I just got it. I didn't even know it existed a few weeks ago. And I heard from a guy who's an engineer at Newsmax. And I said, I'm getting one of those, man. And guess what? It kicks butt. Now, I'm a barbecue chef from way back. An outdoor smoker is better, a Traeger or whatnot, but this is damn nice. And I did salmon in 40 minutes that kick your ass. I mean, really good. It's called a GE Profile. So you can smoke indoors. They don't allow smoking indoors in Northern Virginia, but they did with a smokeless smoker.
Nice.
It's cool. It's really cool.
I don't need any more gadgets. I'm at that cleaning crap out of your house phase of life. So if my husband wants to bring anything in, like 2 to 3 other items have to go out. So that's our deal. Like
you'll get that way with cats.
Well, we only have one left, that's when he's gone, we're done. We're done with pets. Our pet days are over.
You say when he's that gone. Now.
No, it's true. Like
no, kitten and you're gonna go.
No.
Oh,
no, not at all. Because I want to. You never know what you're gonna get. I want this one likes to scratch furniture, so I can't have any furniture out. So you never know what you're gonna get. Yeah, same thing with men too. Although with you know exactly what you're getting within about 3 seconds of talking to you. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's you're definitely not a mystery.
With a hamster on cocaine between their ears is what they're going to get.
It's pretty true. Very true. But he's adorable. So let me tell you my back. Would you like to hear my backstreet story? Okay.
Yes, please.
So,
yes, please.
So we were at a neighbor's house. This had to be, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. We're at our neighbor's house. We're kind of new to the neighborhood. And we're at their house and everybody's out on their porch. It's big old Victorian. So we're all hanging on the porch and they had a drink machine. I was drinking and they had a karaoke machine. And so everybody's doing the karaoke. And what a lot of people didn't know is that Howie from the Backstreet Boys was married to our neighbor's daughter.
What?
So Howie was there.
Wow.
So, and their summer home is in our town. He lives in our town in the summer with his wife, who's the neighbor's daughter. And, so this woman totally loaded. It had to be 3 o'clock in the morning. We're finally all going home, wandering off.
Yeah.
And she said, so everybody was trying to get Howie to karaoke, and he didn't want to do it, so he just did it, right? So he did it, and of course, he was fantastic. And at the end of the night, this woman comes up to him. She goes, "You were the best karaoke all night."
Karaoke.
You're the best karaoke all night. It was great. It was so funny. Yeah. And we were just standing there laughing. I just looked at him. I go, "I'm really sorry." We walked away.
Yeah. It's like you're at a party. "What's your name?" "Christina Aguilera." "You're a karaoke."
Exactly. You're really good.
You're good. You're good.
So that's my Howie story. I've never seen him in the wild since then. I haven't seen him like in town or anything, but it's a small little town. And, I don't know, maybe I just don't see him at the right times or the right places. Or would I even recognize him? I don't know. He's short, by the way. He's little.
Now, one of the Backstreet Boys is on a home improvement show, and he fixes up old houses. I can't remember what it was. Yeah. It was actually pretty good. I can't remember what it was, but he's a gay guy. He's one of the gay guys. I don't know which ones are gay. But anyway, it was a very good show. He fixed up old homes on the East Coast, older properties.
Hold on. Yeah. Backstreet Boy Home Improvement. I'm on it.
HGTV. It might be on HGTV. Used to watch a lot of HGTV.
Backstreet Boy Home Improvement Show came right up. Hang on.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Knight.
Yes.
Jonathan Knight.
Yeah.
He has I have to agree to your privacy statements. No. Anyway, he's been doing renovations for 25 years, and he has a show called Farmhouse Fixer.
Yes.
Right. Old New England farmhouses. That's what he does.
Yeah. It actually is fascinating. I enjoy it. He does really good work. I used to, obviously when I was married, I watched a lot of HGTV, which I don't mind. I like it, actually. I enjoy it. It's not toxic, and you don't have to watch an entire season at one sitting.
So there's a spin-off from this.
Is it?
With his brother Jordan. So it's Jonathan and Jordan.
And Jordan Knight.
Jonathan Knight and his brother Jordan. Farmhouse Fixer Camp Revamp. And they buy an attempt to transform an abandoned 12-acre New Hampshire camp into a vacation destination. Stop with the pop-ups. In just 6 months.
Yeah. You ever watch Maine Cabin Masters? That's the show.
I did. I have
I
watched that a
love
couple
that show.
times.
Oh, I
I've
love
watched
it.
that a couple times, but
They're like my relatives if they lived in Maine. They drink
yeah,
past
no,
blue ribbon, and they're. I love them. I love them.
yeah, and I haven't. I was big into those shows, and I haven't really. There's a guy. There are people I follow on X. I think it's on X or Facebook. One of them, the Brownstone Boys,
That's
and
it.
they up all of these old like 1800s brownstones.
Yes.
And they're abandoned and decrepit
Yep.
and everything. And it's just amazing to watch all the stuff that they do. Like they just strip a mantle in a day. It's taken me 3 months to strip a mantle because I just don't have that whole peel away thing
Yeah.
down yet, So I'm
Yeah.
still, and then it doesn't work and I got to do it again. And, so it's fascinating for me to watch, but it becomes demeaning at some point in time.
Yeah, I know. I was really into Sex Dungeon Rehab, and I just it got old after a while. It just got old. I was like, what are you gonna do? It's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
no.
no.
Cuffs, chain somebody to a radiator. What the hell? Whatever.
Ew, ew, ew. I need more sounds. Rebecca says Mary wants an iguana taco. Now, I think she said that because I was on with Todd Starnes on N2. What do you think about that? Did you see the guy who was making the iguana tacos?
Why not? I mean, listen, it's meat, right? Whatever. I wouldn't want a friggin' iguana taco, but they're falling from the trees. It's meat from heaven, for God's sake.
Well, the green iguanas, they're still technically alive when they're frozen. They come back to life when they get warmed up.
Yeah.
But the green iguanas are technically invasive species.
Yeah.
So they ask you to collect them and then they euthanize them and get rid of them because they're totally screwing up the ecosystem because all these invasive species come from China and Japan. Have you ever noticed that?
Pretty much, yeah. And occasionally a frog from here. The thing is, what a terrible, terrible genetic trait to have that you become paralyzed and fall to your death when it gets too cold.
They don't die. They just fall to the ground and they're
live
frozen.
This long in the first place. I guess they never make it to places that are cold. It's like
they're not supposed to.
A fainting
well, that's the
goat.
thing.
If you don't want to catch it, just go bah, and it's like, okay, you got it. What the hell?
I want a fainting goat. I keep telling my husband,
why would you want a fainting goat?
Because I think they're so cool.
I had a fainting grandmother.
Goats are adorable. Little baby goats. They go they hop around. I think goats are adorable. I love goats.
I did goat yoga. Did you see that a few weeks ago?
Where did you post it? I missed it.
Oh, I post everything. I go. So listen.
Oh, it's true. You post everything. Everything Rob eats. Everything he does. Rob posts everything.
Hold on. Where's the sex dungeon? Hold on a second.
Maybe I just zoned out. Maybe I blocked you.
So I go to this. And what it was is this little goat rescue. Like I guess goats need to be rescued. And it was at this place over by where I work out. And I was invited with some people, and there are people who do goat yoga, but they decided to bring the goats to this. It's a cider place. They serve hard cider and regular cider and whatever. And so we're in there, and they brought this bunch of goats in, and you could like get on all fours, and the goats would get up on your back, and it was cute. You hand fed the goats. See, I grew up on a farm, so I always think it's weird to pay to pet an animal because I shoveled their crap for so long, it's like, here's an idea. You'll never want to have a goat if you have to shovel goat crap every day for your childhood. But it was kind of cute. It was cute.
Someone needs therapy.
Goats are not lovable. They're not. They're not.
Cute.
They aren't cute. No, but they're not lovable. They're like rabbits. Rabbits are not lovable. They're just animals. Dogs are like, I love you, love you, love you. Goats are like, whatever. They'll see it out of your hand. So I'm not a big goat guy. They're cute, but that's about it. You know what I think is a great animal is a donkey. Donkeys are lovable and wonderful.
Donkeys are cute. I like donkeys.
Yep. I like
They're loud,
donkeys. I like donkeys. I'm being my Shrek there.
Yes, I got it. Let's see. Star Driver says you would do a good Harry Carey.
Hold on. Harry Carey. I haven't done it in years. I'm gonna have to do it. I can normally, I don't know if my voice is up for it, but I can normally do a good Morgan Freeman. I don't have it. It's like, hold on, Morgan Freeman. I can do Morgan Freeman. Like Andy Dufresne. It's not all
yeah.
that, Yeah, it's not. My throat's kind of.
I hear it.
Talking all day. I've been talking all day.
Shocking. Your throat should be used to that by now. You probably talk in your sleep.
Well, you'll never find out.
Thank God.
Yeah, I know. I'd
I
ruin
don't
you
need to
for
know
men
that.
forever.
Star Driver said he watched that show one day at his mom. She had it on. He did a great job fixing up the house on that episode. So there you are.
Oh yeah,
You get
that
a shout.
episode where he fixed the house. That was, oh my God, you're exactly right.
Suze gives a shout out to your PBRs.
PBR, babe, come on now. I love me some PBR. That was the
Kate
first beer I ever had. My dad, I
Really?
was 14 years old, and we worked all day on this apartment, and he used me because I was like, I was huge. I was 6'1", 240 in 8th grade. And so I, carrying shingles all day, and we work all day in the hot sun. We go to the grocery store, and he goes in, and I'm like, oh, he's going to bring me a root beer or a Orange Crush, and he comes out with a 12-pack of PBR, and he decides that day to have his first beer with his son. And I nursed that beer for an hour and then poured it out into a plant.
So I had my first beer is probably about 6.
Wow.
Because my father's German, and when we would go to
And
Germany,
he couldn't get you to shut up.
no, I'm not like you. And when we would go to Germany, that's what you drank. Like you could have beer as a kid. I got it in like a little jelly jar. We go to my grandparents, my German grandparents who lived in the United States. You get a little jelly jar. I would go with my grandfather in Jersey City down the street to the bar, and I get like a penny to buy peanuts from the gum machine. And I would sit at the bar, which you can't do nowadays. And I was like 6 years old.
Yeah.
And the bartender would give me a little glass of beer, like a little, and you could do that. So
my
because
dad and mom would do that too when I was 9, and then give me the keys to drive them home. It was a little weird. I had a real hard time with the pedals. But, oh, it's what they do in Germany. Now, we had French friends here in D.C., and they let their son Matthew have a glass of wine at dinner from age 8. I mean, and listen, this is why Matthew probably didn't go to college, get wasted, and play beer pong and everything. Honestly, right.
Exactly.
Like, really?
It was no big deal.
How I drink 100%. Wine. I don't do that.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. I had been drinking because we would go to Germany every other year to visit the family, and that's what you drank. The milk came literally from the cow, and it was disgusting. Americans can't drink milk directly from a cow. It's gross.
No.
It's gross. We couldn't drink
my
it.
mom let me have my first cigarette at 4, and I'm just smoking. I'm just smoking at the bar, a 4-year-old. I'm like, why not? If you can drink in France.
No, come on. That's not true.
Have a cigarette when you're 4?
That's not true. Stop it. All right. Kate is here from Ireland. She loves my guest this week. Star Driver says the new invasive species now come from the Middle East. Let's see. Wise Moses says he's from LinkedIn. He's Musa Hakim Jr. I hear pigeon is very nutritious. Thoughts? I don't know.
It's called squab.
A squab. Oh, that's the cool name. That's like the stuff that's probably the pigeons that are raised to be eaten, as opposed to the ones in the gutter in New York.
It also is the sound they make when they crap. Squab. It does. That's just what it sounds like.
You spent way. I'm noticing a theme with your stories tonight. It has to do with animal poop.
I was raised on it. Do you ever notice that when you shovel chicken crap? Let me tell you this. It flattens out into sheets, and you have to use a chisel, and it comes up in sheets like a thick blackboard, and it smells of ammonia. I can tell everything you want to know about feces. Everything.
No, I really don't want to know anymore.
And I live near the Potomac. You can smell it now.
Yeah, that's right. Tim says invasive species are coming from Somalia. Star Driver, goats are cute, but when they become adults, they get stinky, especially the billy goats.
And husbands.
And husbands. Sal says iguano tacos sugar-free. I would assume so.
I think they're gluten-free.
Tim said I would choose dogs over an invasive species.
Oh, yes. Did you hear the Muslims don't want people in New York to have dogs? I'm going to tell you something right now, you Islamists. You even look crooked at my dog. I'm going to have him bite your balls off. How's that? How dare you? What hubris you have to invade New York City and say, we don't want these dogs. Dogs are filthy. I hate to tell you this. So's your wife, who's a goat.
Wow. Okay. So how do you really feel? I had seen that post, but I didn't know if it was real.
No, they're going after goats or dogs. And I'm like, what? Screw you. Radical Islam. I have no patience at all for it. And now they think that they can say that dogs are filthy. Honestly, dear God, look where you come from, for God's sake. You want to see filth. Look at half of the countries that you're coming from. Somalia, the meth lab trailer park of the world, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
Let's see. Star Driver says Highland cows are cute. They are. Oh, I could go with a
And
Highland
delicious.
cow too. Oh, they're so cute.
Calves are beautiful little animals, and you feed them with a bottle. I would recommend it, and growing up on a farm was very hard. I worked very hard, but there is something about animal husbandry that is so missed by kids these days. And that's what I remember when I saw the goats the other day. So many kids never know what it's like to get up in the morning and hear chickens and go feed them and have the animal rely on you, and you water them and you feed them and you watch them grow. It's a really cool thing to experience.
Well, that's why, off on a tangent, here we go. But that's why, these prison programs, there's a bunch of them that I've watched in different, they have like five installments. Oh, who's this? Oh, that's nothing. The good prisoners, the ones who get enrolled in these programs where they train the dogs, and so that they can then be adopted. And it's the first time they've had something rely on them. They don't want to lose their privileges because they don't want to lose the dog, and the dog sleeps with them, and the dog goes and eats with them, and the dog, everything. And they are responsible for this dog. And it is amazing the transformation in them when they start to realize, reliance, like somebody depending on you and someone relying on you and having this thing's life in your hands.
Yeah.
And it really, I love the program. I think it's a fantastic program. And I wish we would do it more often.
A prison where they allowed prisoners to have a cat, and they changed to have an animal that loved them back unconditionally.
Unconditional love
to somebody. Really, it really is. It really is.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. I miss my dog.
Greg says goat makes a good burger. I've never had it.
Listen, if you go to Costco, they have whole goats dressed in bags. You can get a whole goat. Goat's a big deal in Jamaica. I've had goat.
Oh no, I know goat's a big deal in different parts of the world. I'm not opposed to eating goat. I'm not opposed to it. I've had it once. We had a security guard when I was at a radio station years and years ago, and he made goat and brought it in. I tried it. I was like, it doesn't taste any different. It's just that I just don't want to know it before it's goat. You know what I mean?
That's a big thing in Iowa. If you go to the Midwest, a lot of the times what they'll do is, because you raise your own meat and you use it all, that you'll go to somebody's house for dinner and they will get you to eat something without telling you what it is. I remember one time I had 3 or 4 thick slices of bull testicle, deep fried. My God, it was so good. It was like, oh my God, what is this tenderloin? What the hell is this? And then finally they say, no, you just ate some bull balls, man. And you're like, get.
Who does that? What kind of people do you hang out with?
That's Midwestern, baby.
No, it's not. Rebecca says, laugh all you want, but I didn't get carded for alcohol until I was 43. I don't know which part of the conversation that comes from. Sue says, raw milk is amazing. I grew up on a dairy farm, maybe, but we were having none of it when we were kids. If you're not used to it, I don't think.
That's great.
Rebecca says, my 19-year-old daughter says to me and every Gen Xer, what is it with y'all and your fart and poop jokes? Oh, let's go.
Let me just say that men my age have the sense of humor of a 14-year-old boy. And scatological humor is always the funniest. Scatological humor is always the funniest. It just is. That's the way it is. I was talking about this sewage spill on the Potomac, and I said, come next July, they're going to be raising corn on either side of the river. They'll be harvesting it on either side of the Potomac in the fall. Sewage spill corn.
Oh, okay. Tim says, is Rob responsible for the Potomac River pollution?
Oh, I don't know. I gotta go. I'm going out by the river. oh, yeah.
A Star Driver Todd here says, Islamists say dogs are dirty, yet young men have sex with goats, sheep, and donkeys.
I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to get into like totally
over there getting your goat
Muslims. Okay,
it's a completely different thing. And over there, goat yoga is a singles night.
Stop. Rob, I grew up on a
Oh,
hog farm. My uncle and grandparents had Holstein cows, worked around animals all the time. Where I grew up, the biggest thing in our world in the summer was the 4-H fair.
oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's so funny because when I was older, when I was doing radio for a local radio station, you go to the 4-H fair, and my co-host or the producer and then the resident would be like, "Oh God, it stinks." I'm like, "That's the smell of a farm." Like,
Yeah.
if you're not, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, "Oh, my childhood." Like it just realized, like, like it doesn't bother me at all.
But the thing is,
and they just thought it was
the way
stinky.
when I growing up, if I'm driving by a farm, I can tell you what animals you have by. You can tell when it's cattle. You can tell when it's pigs. You can tell when it's chickens.
Based on the smell, because you are an aficionado, as we have already determined.
But you want to know something interesting? A great cigar. Do you know what a great cigar smells like? Horse crap. Serious.
Oh.
No. It's,
All right.
It's very organic. It's very organic. It's not a terrible smell. It just is.
All right. Star Driver says a town near us in northern Iowa.
Questions now. We're waiting.
A town near us in northern Iowa would do a wild game feed, raccoon and beaver tails really good. Rob can insert his own joke here.
Well, who's not up for a little beaver tail? Isn't that kind of redundant?
See, now when we go out west, we will eat wild game.
Tail? What do you want?
Really, Todd, you had to throw that joke out there. You had to give him more because he needs more fuel, really. But we'll go out west. We'll eat elk and we'll eat wild boar and bison. Bison's fantastic if it's cooked properly. Yep, and we'll eat all of that. I've had ostrich, all that stuff.
Ostrich is a red meat.
It's good. It's very high in all of those. Bison and ostrich are both, high in protein, low in fat. Yep. Tim says the vast right-wing conspiracy wants to disparage my Chelsea Clinton's father's good name with fake entries and AI photos in the Epstein files. The American people know better. Close but no cigar. LMA.
It's like, dude, your humidor is working overtime, man. That is way too much.
Star Driver says DC proof of DC is full of crap.
Oh.
I was on the air and we were talking about yesterday. I was in for Brian Kilmeade and we were talking about the sewage spill, and I said, wait, there's a sewage spill in DC. Does that mean Congress just like took a bath? Did Congress just go for a swim? Is that what happened?
Well, normally DC is full of shit, and they just drained about 300 million gallons of it.
All right, Beck's got to go. We'll see you later. She'll catch the rest of the podcast later. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you later. We tell our city folk relatives it's the smell of money.
It's pretty hard-earned money, I'll tell you that.
I'm an American first Muslim. Thoughts on AI Gen Z just turned 27 and America firstist. Well, good. Listen, I think there's a difference between, and we've had this conversation before, there's a difference between Muslims and Islamists.
Yes.
And I have no problem with Muslims whatsoever. I have a problem with Islamists. Yes. And Islamists are the people who are refugees but never go to any of the other Muslim countries. When they're looking for a place to go, they always come to like England, America. They come to our countries and then try to force us to become them. And do you ever see us becoming that way? Like New York's got a problem right now, and they've got Mamdani, and New York's got a problem with Islamists, not Muslims, with Islamists. Well,
Mamdani is an Islamist first.
True.
The reason why is because he could be so pro LGBTQIA+, and yet radical Islamist clerics could still love him because they knew he was lying about it. He knew he was lying about his LGBT and he was Islamist first. He is Islamist first. That's the thing about it. Eventually, radical Islam is going to have its ass kicked. It's going to have its ass kicked right the hell out of the country.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
New York is not going to fall. Oh, Tim Fazenbaker's watching. Tim, what up? Tim?
Yes, that's Tim.
Tim's a great guy. He's a pretty good cover singer.
Really?
He did Creed. He had this fundraiser. Was it Creed? Anyway, got up there. Hey, with arms wide open. I don't even remember what it was, but it was very good.
All right. Well, he'll respond. Tim, let us know if it was Creed. Since Rob's conversation is mostly concerning poop and poop is organic, does that mean he supports AOC's new Green Deal?
No, but I do support the new Brown deal. What does Green Deal have to do with poop? What? You know, what? New Green Deal?
Because it's organic. They want everything to be green, so they want everything to be organic.
Yeah, well.
Peppy says it's because it's weaponized, I assume, referring to Islam. Yes.
Islam is a political movement largely. Yeah. It is. It's not really a religion. There are some people who practice it in a religious fashion, but in most cases, it's a political movement meant to rule people by its orders, by its rules, by Sharia. It's just the way it is. You can be a kind-hearted, wonderful Islam, follower of Islam, but a good share of Islam is about a political movement and wants to take over and have you live under its rules.
Right. Patrick remembers growing up, and the smell reminds him of his grandpa's farm, where there's a smell of a horse manure. There you go. Years later, being in the cigar store glass room with all the cigars. Yep. Tim says his brother, and it was Van Halen.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That was good. That was good, Tim.
All right. Let's see. Here's a great question. Gregory says, my keen eye has spied Mr. Carson's background has an Olympic theme. Do you have a favorite event?
The luge, because I'm a loser, baby.
So I get some of them. I get them confused.
Yes, but I can tell you who the sexiest man in the Olympics is for the American married woman. You know what it is?
Okay. It's
the guy with the broom when the girl's doing the whatever the hell that is with the
curling.
Curling. It's the guy. Listen, she does this. He stands there with a broom, and American women go, "Oh my God, he knows how to use a broom. Can he dust? Can he dust? Is he going to lift? He's going to move that lamp when he dusts? Is he going to vacuum under the furniture? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!"
That's so funny. So it's so funny because America becomes curling obsessed every 4 years. Have you noticed that? Everybody wants to watch curling.
It's just, what the hell? I mean, how about this? Run a Zamboni over the ice. You don't need the guy with the broom.
Well, no.
I didn't need the guy with the broom.
Because it makes the stone go in different directions.
Well, I have a feeling that the women in this country, they see the guy with the broom and they immediately after the event tell their husbands, "We're going to the bedroom, honey. I want you to be like
curl.
that guy.
We're going to go curl."
Like
No, I love curling. It's so funny. I sit in physical therapy and they put curling on and we all watch curling. The head of the curling team is from New Jersey. Great. The guy who's head of the curling team's from New Jersey. And there's a curling center. There's a curling center in New Jersey if you want to go curl. Listen, I like the Winter Olympics more than the Summer Olympics because I think, yes, dear, I think in the Winter Olympics, there are still some sports that I might be able to pull off, like curling, right? Like the oldest is 54.
Or the luge, you're just getting on a sled.
Well, the luge, that's tough. Like you have to hold your neck up and go down the thing. You're like, I don't know if I can do that.
Put your head down and you be in front like one of those runner sleds. Like
oh my God, that's crazy. That's so fast. I always thought that I could do the one where you just run next to it and you jump in the front, and then I just have to curl into a little ball. And I just have to turn into a little ball, and the guy behind me does all the work, like steering and everything. I don't even have to watch where we're going. Like that, I could do that one too.
Yeah, I watched like figure skating. I saw this guy. What's it? The quad god? Isn't that what they call that guy?
Quad god who flamed out spectacularly.
Well, I think he flamed to before the competition, to be quite honest. In fact, I think he's been flaming for a very long time. That said, he had this music, and it was like, it's like powerful motivational messages. It was just like, okay, dear God, whatever. Anyway, I mean, it takes amazing athletic prowess. I might like it. Are the men and the women both going to be competing for the gold against the Canadians?
In skating, I haven't been paying. Oh, in hockey, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
That would be pretty wild.
I haven't been paying attention. Do you want to talk about abortion? Someone wants to talk about abortion. Do you want to talk about abortion?
Why?
I don't know. They want to talk about abortion, so we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm like, we're having a good time talking about Olympics. Do you really want to go to abortion?
Well, maybe Democrats want to make it a summer sport event.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Sue says my
She's
husband
going
is
for the third trimester. She's living in a Democrat state. Here she goes.
Yeah, she's trying to hold out till right up to the day before birth. Sue says my husband is sexy when he mops. Just saying. Rebecca says curling must be sponsored by Swiffer. I was thinking about that yesterday and was cleaning the dining room floor. Yes, I was thinking about that. Ron says hello, Oliver. Yes, he's right here. You could see his tail before, and here's his little ears right there. You can see his little ears. There's his little ears right there.
He's like Dr. Evil's wife with her cat on the lap.
He's just sitting on it. No, he's hungry. He wants dinner. Yes. Bumping ones. Oh yeah, and then Scott brought up the curling drama because both the Canadians cheat. Both the women's team and the men's cheat.
What was the deal? There was a double curl.
So you're not allowed to double tap. So once you let go of the and it goes across the line. Listen, you're in a dry spell. Once it goes across the line, the Canadian guy put his finger and went like this with it, and you can't do that. You can't touch it after you let go. And the woman did the same thing. She had her hand on it, and she let go. She went, and she took her finger down to give it a little extra oomph. So the women got dinged for it. He swore he didn't do it, but the video shows that he did. So
that son of a gun, that double finger bang. What the hell? Oh my God.
Wow, this person's DJ here is becoming very, now we're not going to talk about it because DJ is becoming very, very demanding about talking about abortion. Are you cowards?
Okay. No. Let's just talk about abortion. While we're at it, why don't we talk about?
Oh, wait, no. You know why we're not going to do it? This is DJ's last comment. That's why I asked the question. That's why you ask questions to people. He's becoming belligerent. So maybe we would have talked about it, but not when you become belligerent and demand.
How about this? How about have a direction with it? Not like, let's talk about abortion. Okay, let's talk about mining.
He wants you to say that abortion is murder. That's what he wants. And I'm like, we're having a conversation about the Olympics. And now he's demanding. And I might have talked about it, but now because you're demanding and becoming obnoxious about it, no, I'm not.
How about start your own podcast?
There you go. Yeah. Watching your back says.
I was given up for adoption because my mother was raped. Okay. I am a pro-life. I do, however, feel that if a woman has been raped, she ought to be able to have some sort of an abortifacient very early on so she didn't have to go through it. Those are my stances on abortion. We use abortion as birth control. It is absolutely horrible. It killed 60 million babies in the United States since Roe v. Wade. And the entire aborto industry was a lie. They said when they got rid of Roe v. Wade, there would be all these coat hanger abortions. It was all a lie. And by the way, one other thought on this, and we can move on. I just want to fulfill his.
They want to talk about it, but keep going.
But I'm going to tell you, women go through abortion alone. Women don't go through saving the child's life and having the child alone. So I would encourage you to have the baby. There are more people there who will help you. If you have an abortion, you will be alone. That's the only thing. That's all I got to say about it.
All right. Let's see. This one, watching your back says we need Eddie the Eagle to make a comeback.
Oh, hell yes.
Eddie the Eagle was awesome. Did you see the video where they're racing and it's two skiers and they're racing on a mogul field and they're going dunk, 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 dunk on the moguls, which I would have been at the bottom of a pile. Dunk, 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 dunk. And then they come to the jump and they go and they flip over. And the one guy landed and wound up getting turned around and finished the bottom of the moguls backwards. Did you see that?
No.
It was crazy.
It
was crazy.
That's how I would have started it and finished it backwards, but I wouldn't have won.
Yeah, no, and I would have required airlifting off the course. Ron says, get the IT guy, curling guy expert in for details. So my husband last night, we watched the end of the Sweden-US game. So it was Friday, I think, maybe it was Friday or Saturday. And I had seen it in real time and I knew that the US had won and that it was a great game. Like it was a great game. So my husband's like, no, you've seen it. I'm like, it's half, So my husband watched it asking Chat GPT curling questions through the entire second half of the match. And so now my husband's a curling expert.
Oh
And
my.
because he kept telling me all about it in excruciating detail.
Oh,
So yeah. So if anybody ever wants to watch curling with an expert, I'll send him over, because I just looked at him at one point. He's telling me, I just looked at him, I go, I don't care. I
yeah.
don't care. I just like, if we win,
Yeah.
yay.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, Rain Man. I appreciate that.
He's so funny. He's learned how to use Chat GPT, so now he's all over it. Like it's
Oh,
everything now. It's like his
I don't
new
use
best
it.
buddy.
I need to.
So
I
he's
need
into.
to. I do like AI video editing software for clips, but I haven't really gotten into AI. I haven't used AI like I need to. I haven't. I need to
Yeah, I
learn.
haven't gotten into it. I've got to learn. Star Driver
I'm
says
waiting for a
admit
hot
it.
AI robot girlfriend. I'm waiting for
There,
Elon Musk to create that.
we can order. We could group source you like one of those robot girlfriends if you want. I mean, if things get rough,
No.
we get to pick it out though.
Sure.
Todd says, admit it, ITG is out curling right now. I think he's cleaning up from dinner.
He might be sweeping. Ooh.
Ooh, he better be, because we got to clean this house before we go away, because we have someone who comes and stays with the cat. So,
Well, how about they clean the house since they're staying there?
they're really good at sisters, and they take turns, and they're really good. They're really, really good. I have to, and I keep telling them, don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. Don't you like, they would take the garbage out every time they had garbage, and they would take it out. We're like, you don't have to take the garbage out every single night. Just put it in the can, and when we get home, we'll empty it. So they're good. Anyway, more Olympics. There was a Ukrainian skeleton racer. Now, skeleton is another sled thing. I'm confused with all of the names of everything. And he was disqualified because on his helmet, he wore a helmet of memory, and it had the images of more than 20 Ukrainian athletes and coaches who were killed during the war.
No.
And so they wouldn't let him wear it. So instead of getting rid of it, he chose not to compete, and he was thrown out. But he was gifted more than 200 grand on Tuesday today to help him keep competing and advocating for his country from a soccer club. A Ukrainian businessman who owns a soccer club gave the money to him from his charity's foundation, and the amount is equal to what the country's Olympic gold medalists would get.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that nice?
It is nice. Just a shame the war even happened. I can't even imagine how difficult it is for, being a Ukrainian person, particularly a young person, because probably dozens of people have died.
Yeah,
it is. War that made a lot of Ukrainians politicians rich and have boats and Bentleys in wherever the hell.
Yep. No, I agree. Sue says her daughters are great pet sitters. Yeah, these girls. Well, the girls had 3 cats last time. Now they only have 1, so it's going to be a lot different. So they're going to be one. They're going to sometimes stay together, sometimes separate. Whatever they do.
Yeah, I'd like to have a 20-year-old Swedish au pair just to help out
with your child.
No, just to hang out here.
You got to be careful. You're kind of going to come off creepy. Watch it.
I do jokes.
I know.
I thought when you said skeleton, they were malnourished people or something. I had no idea what that is.
Yeah. What is I got a skeleton.
People from Somalia, when they first arrive off the boat, those guys who kidnapped Captain Phillips, they could be good skeleton players.
Skeleton Olympic sport. It's where competitors race head first on a small sled down an ice track.
Yes.
That looks so insanely dangerous.
No, you can end up.
I don't want to do that. Yeah. At least now they wear helmets. We were laughing about that. We're like, 50 years ago, they didn't wear helmets. Even 40 years ago, they didn't really wear helmets.
This year, they changed the biathlon to the non-binary athlon.
All right, can we have a conversation about transgenders? Can we have this?
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
Why not? Right?
They're nuts. Done.
The people who kidnapped Captain Phillips were light bulb head Somalis.
Yeah.
God. So this latest shooting with the father who had sex change operation in 2020, like had Big Jim and the twins cut off, and then like had I don't know exactly what he did, but he had some kind of sex reassignment surgery. All right. And he was really super muscular. He looked like a weightlifter, like he could be a bouncer at a club. So he didn't look feminine at all. And his wife, of course, divorced him because
He's
now
nuts.
she's married. Yeah, and she said he had a lot of narcissistic tendencies and something else, something else.
Personality distorted.
So when are we going to have the conversation in this country that these drugs, there's something with these drugs, or with people who think they're transgendered in general? But I think
You're
it's the drugs. I really do. I don't think it's people who think they're
they used to
transgender.
call
I
it
think it's the
gender
drugs.
dysphoria. It used to be called gender dysphoria.
Right, right.
You remember MASH? There's a thing called
Yes, I remember.
when you're nuts. You know,
Yeah.
here's the thing. There are people who are, you know, in the womb, there's a certain hormones, and you come out like a man, but with female genitalia. That's 1 in a trillion, right? It doesn't happen very often. This has been a social contagion and a mania that the left and revolutionary Marxists imposed on the country. As far as men becoming women or thinking they're women, they're nuts. That's just it. It is a mental illness. There's nothing normal about it. And I hate to tell you this, no straight man is going to want to have a relationship with you. Do you know why? Because you're not a woman. That's it. And then you combine the drugs with it. And on top of this, I hate to tell you this, Silence of the Lambs had it. It puts the lotions in the basket. Yeah, that's that guy. Cuckoo. Sorry. And we've been told that we can't talk about it because we're transphobic. No bull crap. Because if that's the case, then I guess I'm also schizophrenia phobic, because I wouldn't want to hang out with a schizophrenic, you know, when they're freaking out. It's a mental illness. There's no phobic about it. Sorry.
No, I don't think there's a phobic about it at all. I don't go so far as to say it's a mental illness. And I know they call it gender dysphoria. I get it.
It is.
But
if you have a penis and you think you're a woman, you're mentally ill. If you have a vagina and you think you have a penis and you're a man, you're mentally ill. There's something wrong. Listen, I have mild depression, mild clinical depression. That technically makes me mentally ill. If a mild depression makes me mentally ill, and then you have a penis and you think you're a girl, then you're super mentally ill.
But I'm talking about the ones who pick up a gun and decide to kill people.
Well,
not every transgender person does that. I know 2 men who became women, and they did it much later in life, and they went to counseling and therapy and the whole bit, and they're perfectly happy, and that's fine.
But
they don't go out and act out against other people and decide to commit mass murder. All right. They don't do that. So my point is I do think that there's something in the drugs that they give them that alters your brain chemistry in some way, because every time we see these events now where there's a mass shooting, all you have to go and they're transgender, and 9 times out of 10 they're transgender. So to me, there's something going on with that group that I think has to do, with the medication. I could be 100% wrong, but I do think that there's something with the medication.
Well, there's a lot of things going on there, and they're being used. The whole transgender movement is a psyop. The whole non-binary whatever is a psyop. It is. It was so funny. I think I told you this. My daughter, she got a roommate. She was looking for a roommate. And I was talking about, they had this, where she goes to an art school. And she was looking for a roommate. And I was looking at some of the people looking for roommates online. And I told my daughter, I'm not going to pay for someone who on their bio says they're non-binary. And she goes, well, why not? I said, because there was no such thing 5 years ago. Non-binary doesn't exist. None of this exists. Okay. There you got heterosexual, you've got homosexual. Bisexual is basically promiscuous. That's what bisexual means. It means you'll have sex with anybody. That's what it means.
Let's see. Sue says all meds have side effects. That's very true.
That's moral relativism.
But no.
So what makes you sleepy? Makes you sleepy equals wants to murder people?
No, but her point is that I think basically backing me up where I'm saying that I do think that the medicines affect some people.
Yeah.
Medicines will affect me differently than they'll affect you, right? Men and women. And most of the drug studies are done on men. They don't really test them on women to see what the side effects are on women. It's almost universally done on men. That's the control group. Now that may have changed, but throughout history, it's been primarily men. They don't look at how it affects women. So, it
Yeah,
affects
who cares?
different. It affects it. Well, if she's the one with the pillow over your head like this, then you care. Um, but it affects people differently. Listen, yes, I think that a lot of these people who are quote unquote transgender, and I know someone who is a boy and thinks he's a girl, and I know a girl who thinks she's a boy, and I stay out of it. I just go, when talking to the parents, I'm like, oh, okay. And the parents don't know what to do. But I think for that, there's a large group, especially young people, who are just lost. They're
Well,
lost. They don't have direction. They don't like their life. Being a kid sucks. Like being a teenager is a very tough time in life. You're searching. You don't know who you are.
well, right now it is.
There's the
But think about this, Mary. Think about what we went through growing up versus what these kids have to do now with this and
Mhm.
this and this and BBB, HTTP, all this, and all the overwhelming. Listen, I was bullied. I was bullied from kindergarten through my sophomore year in high school when I kicked Mike McKee's ass. And I can't imagine having that magnified on social media every bloody day.
Right. Right. I agree. But my point is, what I was saying is I think these kids are lost. They see on social media all these beautiful lives that these people have because everything's an Instagram moment. Now, parents are hiring decorators to decorate their kids' dorm rooms now. So there's a lot of keeping up with the job, but I think there's a feeling of I don't belong. And both kids that I know who one's the boy becoming the girl and the other's the girl becoming the boy. They don't know each other, but two different parts of my world. The kids never should have gone to college. They weren't college material. Parents insisted they go to college. They
Mhm.
weren't scholars,
Mhm.
but they had other talents and they
Mhm.
probably should have followed those.
Yeah.
But in high school, they were outcasts, they were weirdos, they were, the outer limits of the popularity. So they find other misfits. And then somebody in the misfit groups decides that, oh, I'm going to change my gender because that's going to make all my problems go away because they want
And
to
then
change.
you've got counselors and you've got teachers and you've got principals saying it's possible. This was
Right.
Mengele-esque medicine. It was a Joseph Mengele experiment on our children. They took advantage of social contagion and they did this to our kids.
Right.
And
It's
this is a
social
moment, I
contagion.
swear to God, these doctors should have to talk to kids who've gone through transitions who are walking mutilated eunuchs for life, like they march people through the camps who lived next to them in Germany after the war. I swear to God, that they fell for this mania is ridiculous. And they took advantage of young people. They told girls that, being a girl sucks. Being a boy, you're toxic masculinity. The only way you're going to be happy as a girl is to become a boy. Of all things that they did, this is a chapter in history that people need to be punished for. People need to lose their counseling licenses. People need to lose their teaching licenses. Principals need to lose their jobs. Doctors, surgeons, everyone who participated in this, and in America's children's hospitals, you should never practice medicine again. You knew you couldn't change the gender of a child. If you didn't know that, then you're a piss poor doctor. And honestly, this is something we will remember in horror that we fell for this mania. And I'm hoping that day is soon.
Yeah. But so I think there's different groups. I think there's the kids who are confused. They find other kids who are confused. Somebody decides, oh, I'm going to change my gender because it's going to make me a better person. It's going to make me happy. They're searching for happiness and it doesn't. But to your point, social contagion, you've got that group. You've got the group who would do it when they're older, the older adult crowd who searches like this guy did, search for it. But they didn't have the drugs then that they now. They didn't have the drugs back in the day that they have now. And I think there's something with the drugs that are making them go woohoo. Now, are you woohoo if you think that you should be a different gender and that changing your genitalia is going to make you suddenly happy? Maybe. And that's fine. But as an adult, I truly don't care what you do. So that's fine. You knock yourself
you're just
out.
wearing a costume the rest of your life.
Well, yes, I agree.
For
The
rest of your life.
Listen, the same people who say that, a man can be a woman and a woman's a social construct and this and that, ask them if you can be black, if you can identify as black. They'll look at you and go, well, no. Well, why not? Well, because you're not black. I know, but I identify as black. I identify as black.
No, go to the Humane Society. And if you want a male dog, get a female and identify the dog as a male.
Yeah.
Did you do that with a dog? Why would you go to Humane Society and say, I want a female dog or a male dog if you think the gender is a construct?
Right. And we don't have gender reveal parties for anything besides pink or blue.
Well, they'll have to do rainbow.
Yeah, there you go. It's going to be everything. We'll let our baby choose.
Chartreuse, whatever that is.
Hermit Sal says, sometimes I think that too many damn hardcore leftists in the drive-by media wants America to become a trans nation.
Not going to happen.
Sue says, young people with puberty issues are just growing up. No need for meds. I agree.
100%.
That part of life, I don't know anyone who wants to go back to being 13 years old, awkward and look, there's always one kid, there's always like some boy or some girl in your class or one of each who like just sail through and come out gorgeous. Like they're never awkward. Their legs are never too long for their bodies. They don't get braces. Like they're confident and and you're just like, oh, I just want to be like her, and here you are with your headgear on at night, and your pimples and your legs are too long and you're a mess. It's a really tough time.
And then you're at prom and they dump some pig's blood on you and you set the place on fire.
Well, prom years are much later. And is that what you did at your prom? Did you pull a carry? Did you go to your prom?
Pig's blood.
Did you go to your prom and did you talk your way through it?
Oh, I had a hell of a time at prom. I didn't drink. I went with a friend of mine's sister because she was a junior, or she was with my senior year, she was a junior. I was a senior. It wasn't romantic. I just wanted her to go to prom. And she went and hung out with people, and I went over and hung out with people. My junior prom, I went out with this girl named Christy, and I had never really made out before. And so we made out forever. I mean, like, it was like made, suck face for like 4 hours. It was fantastic. All
right. When did it go from being the prom to just prom?
I don't know.
It's kind of like the Brits go to hospital. They don't go to the hospital. It was always the prom when I was growing up. It was never prom. It was always the prom.
I don't know. We did ours on a riverboat my junior year, and then at a hotel of all places on my senior year. And I didn't drink. Didn't drink.
There were over 2,000 kids in my high school.
Jeez.
So yeah, it was big. It's a regional school, and drinking age was 18 in New Jersey. So I didn't go to the prom. So, but I'm assuming there was a lot of drinking going on. I didn't go, but I did go to parties the night of the prom for all the people who didn't go to the prom. We actually had two really great parties 2 years in a row. So I will say that.
We did this overnight thing at the Legion where kids got locked in so they wouldn't drink, and we watched movies and ate junk food.
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah,
and I sat next to Vicky Luffelholtz.
Good old Vicky. Do you see her when you go to reunions?
No, I can't tell you her story, but it was very tragic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was her ending was very tragic, unfortunately.
Oh, but Rebecca, therapists confuse kids. Do not send your kid to see therapists. They fuel the delusions instead of correcting them. I've heard that from people.
You're over therapized. I mean, we're over therapized. Dear God. I mean, listen, I've said college, I had a therapist, a couple sessions. My wife and I had couples therapy. That worked really well. I think we're over therapized. I think, sorry, therapists. I think a lot of you are just overrated. You're just, honestly, if you're probably better off talking to a bartender if you're not a real super drunk. You're going to get better therapy out of that, because that's really what they do is they listen. They really kind of offer advice here and there. But a therapist, really, I'm sorry. I think a cat or a dog is better therapy, to be quite honest.
Sue says the New York case that awarded a couple million will start a huge amount of lawsuits.
Oh, yeah, there's 22 in the hopper.
Yeah.
It'll end it.
Gregory says black like Rachel Dolezal. Exactly. Herman says, are not laws being enacted to force doctors to consult with parents before beginning gender change procedure on kids? One would assume.
Not in California. They don't even tell the teachers don't even tell the kids. It's insane. It's sickening. It's
really bad.
Yeah.
It is really bad. That's why you take your kid out of public school. Okay, Patrick has theories, but it's too time consuming here. Okay. Did Mary date the Democrat politician Jimmy McGreevey? Jim McGreevey. Do you know who Jim McGreevey was?
No.
Oh, he was the governor of New Jersey back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I was working on a New Jersey radio station at the time, and everybody knew Jim was gay. We all knew it. We all knew Jim was gay. It was just proving it. And it was a Democrat. And of course, he got caught on a beach with his assistant, and he broke his leg on the beach, and they had to fly his wife in on a helicopter so that she could be there with him and not the guy, like everybody knew. And then when he got in trouble, when there was scandal, and he got in trouble and he had to resign, he resigned. I am a gay American. And I'm standing there watching this on television, and I am jumping up and down going, we all know it anyway. And his poor wife, Dina, which I'm 99% sure. I don't know 100%. I don't know for sure. But I heard a lot of rumblings that she actually had a deal with the Democrat Party, that she would marry him to make him look legit. They had a baby. And who knows if it's even his kid? I don't know. But I'm sure she was paid off quite handsomely. I don't know that, but I'm sure.
This is not uncommon. There are a lot of women who are married to obviously gay guys, and they have children. I don't know what they do. The gay guy's trying to live a life that's not real. I guess it's kind of like being a priest to some degree. But, because that's why gay guys go into the priesthood, because they're running away from their sexuality.
Maybe.
But when it comes to, I know some flamboyant guys who are married to some women, they have children, and they're gay. I had a teacher in college who hit on me all the time. He was flamboyantly gay, and his wife and he had twin daughters, and it was like obvious.
Yeah. My one of my doctors back in the 10 years ago or so, I would come home and I'd ask my husband, because my husband, he works in the hospital. I asked my husband, I'm like, so is Dr. So-and-so? I'm like, he's gay, right? And he's like, no, he's got a wife and he's got kids. I'm like, get the hell out of here. Sure. And sure enough, leaves the wife and is with a dude now. Yeah. Star Driver says some of this gender BS is just the new cool thing to do. I agree. I think with some kids, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Hermit South says therapists need therapy. Yeah. It's social contagion. Yes. How about this, Todd? I think some of this is also parents who want to be cool because their kid is trans.
Oh, yeah. What's her name from Sex and the City? That psychotic, wretched, awful
Cynthia
woman.
Nixon.
She's a nut case. Yeah. Nut case. And this is it. Because your children are different. My kids are trans. They're special. And I am assisting them in their transition. She is mentally ill. That, you know what? It's Munchausen by proxy. That sending your kid through transition is Munchausen by proxy. It's the exact.
That's a good point. That could, No, that's a good point.
It's making your kid has cancer.
Rebecca says, well, Bill is married to Hillary. We were talking.
Oh, yeah, the opposite. The opposite.
Yeah, there you go. It's interesting. I think it's the same thing with, I know someone whose son is, ADD, ADHD, had time, had all these reasons when he was younger as to why he couldn't go to school, and he needed all of these special accommodations. He couldn't get out of bed. He just can't get out of bed. And so he needed extra time for his tests and this and that and everything else. And they just, and he wore it like a badge of honor. It was like his thing that, this thing is a pain in the butt.
It was say you got a disorder, you're a victim.
Right. And it was his thing. And the son got and so that, pushed the kid into college. And of course he failed out. Like, he didn't do well at all. He ends up dropping out. And now he's sitting at home doing nothing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, did you make him get a part-time job? Well, what's he going to do? I'm like, I don't know, get a job at like Walmart, get a job but he has a really hard time showing up
Oh, dear
places on
God.
time. He can't, some days he just can't get out of bed. I'm like, no, but he can sit in bed and play
What is
video
he going to
games.
do? He's
Right.
lost.
Exactly.
There's no coming back. There's no drive. He will never have a drive unless he has some religious experience. His life is already lost.
Yep, 100%.
He's going to be meandering through life because he has no inspiration. That's really sad.
It is really sad. And so my friend, I've known this guy. My friend I've known for 25 years. And he said, well, what am I supposed to do? I go, well, when he was younger, you could have given him chores and have him meet expectations. Well, I didn't do that. I'm like, you're right. You didn't do that. You've missed the boat every step along the way. I said, so here's your opportunity to tell him, you can't just sit here and just be a bump on a log while we pay all your bills. Yep. You got to get out. You got to go to a job, and he's got to hold down a job. And if he doesn't hold down a job, there's got to be consequences. Yep. It's that simple. The kid's in his 20s and he's never had consequences his entire life. And he's always had something special because he's special. So parents wear that as a badge too. My kid's trans, my kid's ADD, my kid's ADHD, my kid's this, my kid's that. And then the poor kid who's quote unquote normal doesn't get extra time to do their tasks or their papers or anything else. And they're the poor kids who have to apply, have to play by the rules.
Yeah. It's kind of sad and pathetic. And it's all been a massive psyop. It's taken years and years and years of leftist academia to do this to our kids. It was a plan.
It's sad. It's really sad. Cynthia Nixon almost became New York governor. She gave Andrew Cuomo a political scare. Could you imagine?
Dear God. Yeah, I could imagine because she's Abigail Spamberger.
Or Mikey Sherrill, but she doesn't.
Mikey Sherrill. Dear God.
Mikey Sherrill flew a helicopter. What are you dropping? Are you okay?
I thought you were mopping.
Are you okay? What are you dropping? Well, I don't know. Maybe he's dead. I just heard something fall, and I heard something fall again. I'm like, maybe he tried to get up and he killed him. He's having a heart attack or something. I'll find out when we get off the air. He's got insurance, so I'm good. He's got life insurance, and I can prove I didn't do it.
What, $1 million life insurance? Let's make the show go till 10 o'clock.
Well, we can prove I didn't do it. I'm right here. All right. One last thing for you.
Yes.
Nursing home shenanigans. Oh, Star Driver says he's curling.
Well, like you're transgender and you're doing your hair?
All right. So listen to this. So senior living facility drama.
Yes.
This is way better than the Nancy Guthrie thing, which, by the way, I hope she's okay, but I'm kind of done with it. I'm kind of over it.
Well,
they found a glove, but it might be the glove, but it could be just garbage.
Just a real quick.
Let me know when you find her.
It's not going to end well.
I know. I'm with you. I am 100% with you. It's sad, but what about there's thousands, there's tens of thousands of people missing in this country, and they're not getting a scintilla of the coverage that this has gotten. And
that's why I don't like it. I don't talk about it on my show.
Yeah, I just anyway.
It's boring.
So this happened in Maine. Star wants to know where was Hillary when I hubby went down. If he's down, I don't know. Where's Hillary? All right. So a wealthy Maine
Hillary didn't go down. What?
A wealthy Maine lawyer and author named Robert Fuller was 87, was discovered with a gunshot wound to the head inside of his apartment at this Cogier Potomac Senior Living Facility in Maryland.
Really?
Now, he was a beloved lawyer, father, and philanthropist, was found by the Montgomery Fire Department and police officers just after 7:30 a.m. on Saturday. He was unresponsive, pronounced dead at the scene because he did have a bullet in his head. So that's probably why. They determined that his death was the result of a homicide, but no suspect has been identified as yet. So someone came into the nursing home or one of the residents shot him.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. He moved to Maryland to be closer to family.
Mhm.
The executive director of the Potomac, Cogier of Potomac, said she was unable to share further details. What I can tell you is that this is an isolated incident. So, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And there is no ongoing threat to residents or staff. Security has been stepped up. A friend wrote that they were saddened and shocked to hear not even safe in a senior living facility.
No.
It was just, yes, he was. So, how crazy is that he was murdered in a senior living facility? Now,
That's
I will watch this on Forensic Files. Now, this I can get behind. This I want to know about.
well, you've heard of people like spouses going in and killing their terminally ill relatives in the nursing home with a gun. They just got put them out of their misery. I don't know if this is the
Right.
case. Yeah. Boy, what a fun way to wrap up the show. I mean,
No, no, no,
wow.
no, no. I thought it, but I thought it was like a good mystery, like
I don't
in a
know.
senior living facility. You don't
Morbid.
expect that at all, right?
Kind of morbid. It's kind of morbid.
Really? I didn't think it
Yeah.
was morbid.
Yeah.
All right. Sal says, I've seen on X/Twitter too many people complaining and crying that they need someone else to pay their bills, especially girls are complaining and crying. Very true.
Yeah,
They want a sugar daddy. They want a man who's going to pay their bills for them, but they want him to also march with them at anti-ICE protests. It's not going to happen, sweetheart.
Yeah, I met a woman the other night actually, and listen, I had a wonderful time. I went down. It was Valentine's Day. Now listen, Mary. So it's a beautiful day, and I decide I'm going to go down to King Street in Alexandria. I go to this really cool restaurant. It's on a barge, and 60% of the people there on the barge at the restaurant on Valentine's Day were single women there with their friends. And I hung out with a table of beautiful, fabulously dressed, made up black women. And I'm the only white boy there. And we had the time of our life. We laughed our asses off that night. They had jokes. They had this. They had that. I even got one of their phone number. And it was so funny. And she said to me, this woman, and I knew it. She goes, I'm ready in my life to be spoiled. And that meant she's looking for somebody who has got money.
Mm-hmm.
And that's,
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm not an episode. I mean, I can show you a very good time, but I'm not ready for somebody who is more interested really in the lifestyle that I can provide her than me.
Right.
Although
No,
I'm one fine man. Thank you very much, ladies.
You're so funny. Todd wants to know, where was Marilyn dad? He also said you were in a target rich environment. You know, they were out celebrating Galentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah. It was very,
You know?
it was very funny. This one woman, it was so funny because I was being flirtatious. They were being flirtatious. And I like to talk. I'm gregarious. And so she comes over, she looks at me and she likes the outfit I'm wearing. And I'm like, girl, you look fantastic, And she goes, this guy to the bartender, goes, we're celebrating Black History Month. And I looked at her and I said, well, why don't we make a little history? and then we just, oh my God, we had so much fun. It really was fun. It was just a blast.
Was it fun?
Oh my God, it was fun. Then I went to this car club, and I was like the only white guy there. It was an urban crowd. The most fantastic music. We had such good fun, and made so many friends. It was really, really, it was something else. It was really cool.
That's good. Yeah, that's a great way to see. I'm the opposite. Like on Valentine's Day, to me, Valentine's Day is for young single people. It's not.
Or for those who want to do a massacre.
Oh yeah, but only on that day. Yes. So that's one of those things that I'd be like, I'm staying in because everything's going to be overpriced and the food's going to suck. So I'm staying in.
It's so putrid. Valentine's Day is
Yeah.
so putrid. And they were doing it 3 weeks early, and they're selling chocolate covered strawberries at Wegmans, and it's vomitous. And do women really like these roses with the champagne? It is so, I would say gay, but it's an insult to gay things.
Oh no, they would do it way better.
Yeah,
Gay men would do. They know how to do it. But
It's
guys, if you want to
tacky.
know how to celebrate, if you want to know what to do for your wife or your girlfriend for Valentine's Day, you find a gay man and you ask him, because they are the best when it comes to things like that.
And ladies, if you're out on Valentine's Day and you wear a sweater that has Hershey's Kisses or conversation hearts on the sweater, that's worse than a Christmas sweater. I saw that several times. I'm like, oh, please. Do we have to do that? Uck.
All right.
Ucky.
Sal, I wonder if the Pima County Sheriff knows what he's doing. I fear that Mrs. Guthrie's kidnapping already did not end well. Yeah, I agree. I don't think. I think it was me personally. Oh, geez. Me personally, I would say.
Uh-oh. I don't hear you. I can't hear you. Your microphone is not working.
There we go. Thank you.
There we go. Okay.
I think, thank you. I think, I want to say it was a robbery gone bad, but that guy had that backpack filled with stuff, right? Now, was that backpack filled? You're behind. I'm unmuted now.
Oh, he's alive.
He is alive. Yes.
Well,
he
he's
is
really
alive.
wrapping things up then.
Either that or he's on the floor yelling at me. So I thought that like it was a robbery gone bad, but the only reason it could have been a robbery gone bad is if that backpack had like bags to carry stuff out in, you know, like to shove stuff in and carry it out in, or else, you know, if that was to tie her up, or he would have had to carry stuff out like a New Jersey person coming out of the grocery store who forgot their reusable bag, and he just got to balance it all. So
I think you should watch Fargo again, because it had two very unintelligent people looking for a money-making scheme. And at the very end, Francis McDormand said, "That's right. You did it all for a little money." That's the scenario. I don't know what these jackasses were doing, that you could tell they were unprofessional. The guy goes over and gets some plants and rubs them on the lens. And
yes. Yeah.
Unintelligent people, low class. Listen, I shop at Walmart, but they were all Walmart doing stupid crap. And I probably thought it was a home invasion gone bad. I don't think they had the intelligence to do a kidnapping plot. And if they did, it's a lot like Fargo. It's a lot like Fargo.
Yeah, they were in there for a really long time. And I wonder if she had some kind of medical emergency. They were not planning on having a person, like picking up another person, whether it's a body or alive. They were not planning on that, I don't think. And they found themselves with it and had to figure out what to do. So
I'm just sad for her suffering. And then I'm sad for the family. I'm sad for her suffering. I can't imagine her life possibly ending this way. It's so unnecessary. And I hope they find the sons of bitches who did it and they put them to death.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think nobody deserves that. And you know what the moral to the story is here? Pay your subscription for your security camera.
Yeah.
You know, sadly, very sadly, that's because apparently there are no cameras in the house on.
Yeah. I don't know.
So I was very sad. All right. On that
happy
note,
a couple of webcams here in the bedroom, but I'm not going to get into that.
Thank you.
Actually, this is in my bedroom, and it's not for what you think it is. It's for this.
Wait. So are you in your studio right now?
No, I'm in my bedroom. This is.
Oh, you are. So I want to see wanted to see your studio with your cool desk and everything.
No, I don't have that. Oh, you want me to show the fans? Hold on. I'll show you my cool studio. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, ready? There it is. Hold on.
It's hard. No, we can't see it. Can't see it.
No,
okay, no, it's not working.
No,
not working. Oh well.
Go to
is
Rob
really
Carson
cool.
Show on all social media. Go to Rob Carson Show on Facebook to see all of those pictures. And my OnlyFans page is Rob Carson. Never mind. I'm just kidding.
And currently he's having a subscription special where it's free.
No, it's a drought.
It's a drought. All right, my friend. Thank you so much. You're the best. I do appreciate you so much for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. And I will be on with Rob on Thursday at 1:30 on his radio show.
I thought we were on Friday.
Oh, Friday. I'm sorry, Friday.
You're
Friday
one of the unusual suspects. Friday on the show, Mary Walters on 1:30, Tony Kennett's on 12:30, Christian Toto's on 2:30. It's a really fun show. Mary and I cover some stuff. I bank stories I've already got some. I got some stories.
All right.
For you.
Okay.
It's good. It is fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a break because I do a political satire show. And I, I used to write for Limbo and all this. But on Fridays we can talk about, because I from a music background, so I play a lot. I know pop culture, I know these things. And Mary and I just have a lot of fun.
We have a good time.
It's like little brother, big sister, that kind of dynamic.
And no, I'm like his mom going, Rob.
There's a lot of, Rob.
There's a lot of, I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea. There's a lot of that going on, and
it's fun.
So it's a lot of fun. So tomorrow, and also don't forget, you can catch his show on Newsmax TV on Saturdays, right?
Sunday nights, 8:30. Sunday nights at 8:30. Just exactly where you'd expect a comedy show to be. Now, but that's where it is. It's following Dr. Michael Savage, just exactly where you'd think a comedy show should be. No, not really. Anyway, worked it on that. But my TV show is called Rob Carson's What in the World, and Donald Trump thinks it makes me the funniest man on television. Serious.
There you go. I know. It's great. And so I will be on Newsmax tomorrow on the Ike Wingate show on N2 at like 4:15. And then
you're a
Thursday, contributor
now.
I am a Newsmax contributor now.
Yeah,
I'm no longer a volunteer. And then on Thursday, I'm on someone's show, but I don't know who yet. They just keep saying we'll get you on Thursday, so I have to look. It's like it's
scammed.
I'm not complaining that I get to can do this, but I just can't keep them straight sometimes. Let's see, Mallory.
You're a woman.
Let's see. Wake Up America. Well, I'll be on Wake Up America Friday morning. Yeah,
good.
Friday morning. Friday morning. Oh, Friday morning, Wake Up America. Yes.
Love it.
So I will not be on anywhere Thursday. It was supposed to be Thursday on Wake Up America. So Thursday, I'm not going to be anywhere as of right now. But I put it all on social media.
Let me plug here. My radio show, The Rob Carson Show, noon to 3 on radio stations around the country. Go to newsmax.com/listen for an affiliate station or stream on all Newsmax social media. Mary, we're reaching 1.3 to 2 million people a week and growing. On the social media. It's blowing. I'll tell you what, sometimes I take Uber downtown to avoid traffic and whatnot. For the last month, all of my Uber drivers, no matter where they're from, Afghanistan, whatever, I'll tell them who I am. They're like, oh my God, I want you on TikTok. Oh, you're from Dusnik. Or, I want you on Instagram. So people are getting it. People are seeing the show. It's really starting to go.
You know what, though? The problem with that is your audience keeps getting deported.
I know, it sucks.
It sucks. It's a constant rebuilding,
down. My Somali numbers are way down.
Goodbye.
They were sending me suitcases of cash.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Mike McVie says goodbye. I think it's Mike McVeigh, but I'm not 100% sure.
Mike McVeigh. Hi, Mike McVeigh.
I think that's who it is. Mike McVie. I mean,
if that's Mike McVeigh, how the hell you doing, brother?
Yeah, I love him. Hermit Sal says, wow, Mary is now a Newsmax babe. Well, I don't know if I would go with that babe. They pay me now.
She won't be until she's on the calendar next year.
Yeah. Oh, God. Only sold in senior centers. The only group I got a shot with at this point in the game. All right.
2026 is the ages added up of the 12 months of women.
That's right. Goodbye. All right. Bye. Take care. Yeah. Goodbye, honey. All right. Have a good one. Bye. He's out of here. Okay. I am out of here too. Don't forget, please subscribe if you've not done so. Please like the podcast. If you go back and watch other ones, please like them. Just hit the thumbs up. That's all I ask. Tell your friends. If you're on Rumble, thank you so much. Really appreciate you all. And next week, now I'm going to be in Montana. So I'm probably not going to have a guest. I'm not 100% sure. It's probably just going to be me and you. And it'll probably be somewhat quick because it's 5:15 Montana time. And I know we have dinner reservations on Tuesday. So I maybe have to cut it short. It may just be a quick podcast on Tuesday. All right. So everybody, God bless and have a great rest of your week. All right. Bye. Mary Walter Radio on the air. Tonight strap in. She's on the air. Oh, beware. Come